Hello, this is King of Review, and we're going to be using the quadratic formula to solve this quadratic equation. So, let's identify our a, b, and c values. Our a value is -1, our b value is 2, and our c value is 8. And the quadratic equation says -b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. Okay, so let's plug in our values. Square root 2 squared minus 4 times -1 times 8 over 2 times -1. Okay, so this equals -2 plus or minus square root of 4, and a -4 times -1, which is going to be 4 times 8, which is going to be 32, over 2 times -1, which is -2. So this equals -2 plus or minus square root of 36 over -2. And as you know, square root of 36 is 6. So this equation says -2 plus or minus 6 over -2. So we're going to have two answers, aren't we? Because we're going to have to add the 6, and we're going to have to subtract the 6. So let's think about when we add the 6. So it should say -2 plus 6 over -2. So that's 4 over -2. So that's going to be -2. What if we subtract the 6? So it's going to say -2 minus 6 over -2. So that's -8 over -2. That's 4. So the answer is -2 and 4. So that's going to be C. Now let's look at the other answer options. Option A says plus or minus 1/2 and 2. Now you immediately know that this is wrong, because how many answers do you have? You have plus 1/2, you have a -1/2, and a 2. That's 3. You never ever have 3 answers when you have the quadratic formula. It's got to be 2, 1, or 0. That's why you know it's wrong. What about option B? Well, option B says -2 and 2. But what we calculated was -2 plus or minus 6 and -2. And this does not come out with the same values, 2 and -2. So this is wrong. What about option D? It says 1/2. Now this might have been a careless error where they flipped the 4 and the -2. So you have to be careful with these. So this is wrong, and also it's not 4. I'm sorry, it's not -4, it's 4, because we did -8 divided by -2. So the negatives cancel out. And that's why the answer to this question is going to be C.